welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Once more in front of Alpha here at the Velodyna Gatekeepers, where we have a next reputation rank. There you are, Serenia. We have the latest report of Mother's molting. Do you mean if you'd be so kind? The brood mother's skin has become dry and slightly rough. She'll be shedding her skin before long. I'm not worried though. Even if Mother were to arrive now, I think the Castellum would pass muster. The guest rooms we made have proven quite popular. Yes, but you're forgetting one thing. What about that poor sod who's taken ill? Your mother might find his moaning and groaning a bit off-putting. I was just about to mention that. An Alamigan fellow on his way home from Gidania stayed overnight, but he's come down with something. We can't tell what's caused it, but he's in a terrible state. At first we thought the shortness of breath and flushed cheeks were just signs of fatigue. We normally give medicinal herb in cases like this, but it hasn't seemed to work. We'll have to try something else. Is that the sound of damsels in distress? It's Mzet. Fear not, your cries of despair will not go unanswered. For a future noon of the M tribe, an MZT has arrived. Beating him up. What are you doing, Yolmin? Is that any way to treat your would-be savior? Savior, you can save me the trouble of trouncing you again by buggering off and never coming back. Not quite the welcome I was expecting. Wait, is that you, Serenia? You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And you're looking well too. You know, when I signed up to assist the Gatekeepers, I didn't expect to see you here. You two have met before? So that's how you know each other. No, our bond goes beyond that of mere acquaintances. Why, we're like siblings. If your siblings, clear to see which one got all the brain. Is he always this stupid? Yes. I think we can discuss my virtues some other time. Captain Alba, am I to understand a man has been struck down with a fever of some kind? If so, I may have some useful information to impart. Go on then, tell us. This unfortunate soul is lovesick, I'm absolutely certain of it. German, your violent outbursts notwithstanding, I must admit you possess a rather charming demeanor. Perhaps your convalescent guest has fallen for your feminine wiles and cannot bring himself to part from you. My feminine wiles? I'm a soldier, hardly the sort with his secret admirers. Now, there's no need to be shy. If you ask me, you're a belle of the resistance. MZ, what were you saying about our guest being lovesick? What kind of love makes you sick? The romantic kind, of course, a love that unites those destined to spend eternity together, awakening their true potential. There's nothing it cannot conquer. But don't take my word for it, I will demonstrate the power of love. Come to Pike Falls and bear witness to its splendor. Oh, please no. Okay. I have no idea what's going on, but there's one thing I'm certain of. He's the biggest idiot I've ever met, and I've met a lot of idiots. Why are we here? Remember these? That's right. The grenades left behind by the Garleans. I want you to throw them at me just like last time. Stop this nonsense. You'll get yourself killed. Killed, I think not. I have a power of love on my side. Watch closely, everyone. Especially you, Edelman. These explosions will be like water of an effed spec. I nearly died the last time I tried this, but you needn't worry. I definitely removed enough of the powder. Yes, no doubt about it. So when I'm ready, just keep flinging those grenades, even if I tell you to stop. Oh man. Biggest idiot, most definitely. Ah! Did I forget to take out some of the powder? Perfectly fine, let's try that again. Seems like a quite dangerous way to prove the power of love. Why don't you just write a poem or something? That once was a full-sized explosion as well. Sylvania, stop for a moment. You told me to go on. Ah! No, I had so much to live for. He's not dead, is he? I cannot die here, not like this. Not today. The M tribe needs me. Wait, he's alive. It's all because of the power of love. Did the power of love really protect you from being blown to pieces? Perhaps your feelings for me are genuine after all. What? No, you got it all wrong. One day I'll be Noon. Have to serve the needs of every eligible woman in the tribe. Can't commit to just one girl. So it means the reason you survived has nothing to do with love. It must be something else. Well, even if you did have eyes for me, I'd poke them out with my spear. He's so stupid. Ah, there you are. But a certain matter has come to light, and who's this? A lonely tear doomed to a life of solitude. That's entirely inaccurate. There's no need to be ashamed. You're not alone. My attempts to woo members of a fairer sex always end in disaster. I never find a wife at this rate. Gods be good, a man can reach your age and still be a bachelor? In my line of work, I meet women from far and wide, but as soon as I try to talk to them, they want a mom. The same thing happens to me, except in my case, I think they find my exuberant nature a tad overwhelming. Come friend, let us share our woes. Why do I get the feeling this was a complete waste of time? We're not an ilm closer to helping our bedridden patron. Perhaps we should consult a proper chirurgeon. Now that you mention it, MZ's injuries might need some attention too. Although he seems rather well considering. Forget about him, he'll be fine. He's got Gale's shoulder to cry on now. Let's go to the Reach and ask Orella. She'll know what to do. I can't believe I found someone whose lack of romantic experience rivals my own. Oh well. Would I be correct in guessing this isn't a social call? I can't say for sure, but it sounds like he's fallen victim to pleurisy. The medicine he needs is fairly simple to make, but unfortunately my supply of lightning cap mushroom has been exhausted. I need you to gather some from East, and once I've got my things together, I'll go straight to Velodyna. Understood. You only stay with Orella and keep her safe. Alba. Let me help you. I'm lucky you arrived when you did. I know I'm not much of a fighter, but I didn't expect to be beaten by those straggly-looking beasties. Still, I managed to get the lightning caps. We'd better get those to Orella right away. Wait. She's already at the Castellum. Ah, there you are. I've handed the mushrooms to Orella, who's brewing her concoction as we speak. All we can do now is wait. What's taking Orella so long? I hope everything is alright. Have a little faith, Alpa. Ah, here they come now. You'll be pleased to hear that the treatment was a success. How do you feel? That medicine worked wonders. One moment I'm at death's door, the next I'm right as rain. Nothing can stop me finishing the last leg of my journey now. Just don't overexert yourself, do you hear? It's still too early to say you've fully recovered. If you get so much as a runny nose, be sure to come and see me. Well, we appreciate you coming all the way here. Shanna will arrange an escort back to the Reach. Well, I'd say that came to a satisfactory conclusion. No thanks to you. But I could have sworn he showed signs of being lovesick. How did you know? Know what? But I'm in love. I've never beheld such grace, such elegance, such unfathomable beauty. Surely she's an incarnation of Memphina herself. That's very flattering, but you're embarrassing me. No, he talks about Alpa. Orella, ah. My fever may be gone, but I yet yearn for your healing touch to ease my aching heart. Orella, my love, wait for me. Beg your pardon? Don't get downhearted. Plenty more sea in the fish and all that. If you ask me, this love thing all seems rather silly. As far as I can tell, it leads to a lot of unnecessary bother. In just a short span of time, we've had a guest fall ill. I've nearly been eaten by carnivorous plants, and MZ has been blown up and beaten several times. I'd say it's high time this place had its own infirmary. We should get it ready before Mother returns. Custom Velodyna now has its own infirmary. Your reputation has increased to honored. Call me Snake. We have three new quests. Serenia, you could not have come at a better time. We have need of a champion, a brave hero who stands firm in the face of faceless horror. There's been reports of boots. Serenia, my sisters at Viranilia have tasked us with exorcising these ragged specters. Here, make your way to the striped hills. Subdue any boots you encounter. Then douse them with his sanctified salt water. Be thorough. Serenia, I have need of your assistance preparing supplies, quite vital to me and my sisters. As you know, we Ananta take great pride in the appearance of our skin and the luscious sheen of our scales. We require a special salve for our tails, which are prone to scarring from our ceaseless patrols of the area. Before I can distribute any to my sisters, however, we must ready ingredients to make more. It requires a great deal of time to produce, you see. They would not have our stores empty the next time we are in need of treatment. I would ask you to travel to East End and procure 4 leaves of fish mint, a medicinal plant which grows at the base of the trees there. When you found them, pray deliver them to Jagranti. She's the head of our medical station. Do not fear heights, do you? I have need of one who can scale the rock formations of Vijala to procure Dianthus. Tea made from the petals is incredibly effective at reducing fatigue. Albert thought to offer it to travelers seeking lodging after a long journey. The problem, however, is the flowers are quite delicate, and should they be bruised, their curative properties are greatly diminished. Luckily for us, a traveling alchemist taught us how to create a botanical growth formula. Sprinkle this upon the flowers and they will remain unharmed when plucked. Okay, fish mint first. Sprinkle the stuff on it. And these are supposed to be some sort of ghosts. You find the flower Shana spoke of, and it's in full bloom. At a glance, you can tell the petals are dreadfully delicate. The delicate petals of the flowers seem hardened by Shana's growth formula. I'm a level 73 botanist and I can't just pick them. Doesn't matter, right? Ishana requires salt for our sisters, and she knows we must first have more herbs. These ones? Ah, this is more than enough, thank you. I'll set to making more salt right away. For now, give her this. It is the last of our reserves until I can make more. This will take time, of course, but it should be ready before we have need of it. You returned. Was Giganti able to provide you with any salt? Wonderful. My sisters will be relieved to have this. Care for our tails is more than a matter of beauty, after all. A tail marked with scars for us is like a pair of boots riddled with holes for your striders. We can have no hindrances if we are to respond quickly to an emergency. Are they gone? You didn't touch them, did you? Ananta legend has it that those who so much as brush the rags of a boot will be cursed. Your hair will melt away, your scales rot, and your eyes fade to a milky white. For we who cherish beauty above all else, the very thought of such pestilent phantoms is nauseating. I truly appreciate you carrying out this distasteful task on our behalf. Are you able to find the flowers? It seems the growth formula was more effective than I had hoped. A pity such beauty must be sacrificed to make our tea. The recipe was taught to us by a merchant of Ulda, a peculiar fellow who insisted on trading for our shedded skin. Rather than barter for gold, we settled on information beneficial to our work here. There's much knowledge to be shared with travelers coming and going between Giabani and the Shroud. I pray we can count on your aid to ensure their safe passage. So, do we have anything new? Okay. Not really. A few unlocks for the house, it seems. Anyway. This is, this reputation rank for the Ananta. Until next time, when we play more Final Fantasy XIV, I am Ace, and don't get lost.